Hey guys, it's Adam again. Forgot a couple items that I wanted to discuss in the last video with my kind of final thoughts and impressions of the Unitronic Stage 1 Plus ECU tune and the Stage 1 TCU tune from a 2018 Golf Sportwagen with 4Motion. Namely, I wanted to chat about a couple comments about the warranty that you now have to deal with Volkswagen because you've tuned your car. Maybe some relative discussions of some relative speed of the car now. People say, well, how fast is it? You talk about maybe some cars from experience that it's about as fast as. How I'm going to deal with maintenance. And finally, other mods I've done in addition to the tune. So let's start with that one. It's pretty simple. I have done just a couple things. An 034 Motorsports lower dog bone mount insert. So it's just the billet insert that goes into my dog bone mount. And to be honest with you, it doesn't really change a whole lot to me with the DSG. I certainly don't have any really additional vibration or noise in the car. So that's good, but it probably does stiffen up the shifting a little. I dropped in a K&N panel air filter and removed what they, I guess, refer to online sometimes as the snow guard delete. I would say that grating in your air box on these Mark 7s is most likely just a debris guard. You know, I've seen other cars have similar things to try to keep leaves and bugs and stuff out, but it's not going to hurt you to take it out that I can see, so I removed that. And finally, I added a Golf R rear sway bar. So it's a little bit stiffer than what my car came with. So those three things combined gave me, in my opinion, some nice little improvements in addition to the tune. So let's talk about maintenance. So from a maintenance standpoint, I'm not really going to change anything. I'm just going to do the maintenance as VW says. I mean, in my opinion, yes, you're making more power, but it's not like a GTI has a different maintenance schedule than my 1.8 and it has more power, or a Golf R. So I think it's fine. It just depends on how hard you drive your car. I do my oil changes every 7,500 miles anyway. I don't go to the full 10,000 that Volkswagen recommends because, quite frankly, it's too long to wait to rotate your tires, in my opinion, in my experience. So if I'm going to rotate my tires, I might as well change my oil, and 7,500 just works. That's like 2 oil changes a year, maybe 3 a year for me. It's not that much money, so I just do it. So the DSG and the spark plug changes, I just don't think I'm going to really change that. Unless I have issues. So let's talk about the warranty. So of course, if you spend any time researching ECU flash tunes, you're going to read all kind of interesting forum posts and Facebook posts about how this impacts your warranty, and something called TD1, and all kind of just unbelievable discussions of things that just simply are not true. Look, the bottom line is, put yourself in the manufacturer's shoes. You're the manufacturer. Somebody brings a car in that you've modified, or someone's modified, they bring it to you. Are you really going to want to fix it? Of course not. It's not your problem that they flash tune their car. So just keep that in mind when you're doing flash tuning. My general view on this is, if I take it in with a blown turbo and they know my car was tuned, it's unlikely that I'm going to get warranty coverage, period. If I bring my car in for headlights or some other issue, leaking or whatever, obviously the tune has nothing to do with that, and obviously Volkswagen should cover the repair. And if they don't, you need to talk to Volkswagen or find another dealer. I just don't think it's that complicated. Again, if you just think about what the manufacturer has done, they produced a vehicle and they warranty the vehicle as they sold it, not as you change it. You know, you'll hear about, quote, mod-friendly dealers. And of course, if a dealer is more friendly to modifications, that certainly doesn't hurt you. But I think there's a lot of confusion. Volkswagen dealer is not Volkswagen. Volkswagen dealer is Billy Bob's Volkswagen dealer. And that dealer is a representative of Volkswagen. Volkswagen actually reimburses a dealer for warranty repair. So if you bring your car in with a blown turbo, they repair the turbo, send you on your way. When they submit their claim, it's a claim to Volkswagen to be reimbursed for that repair. And Volkswagen sees that, well, the car was tuned, they're not going to reimburse Billy Bob's Volkswagen for it. So why in the hell would Billy Bob's Volkswagen do that to you and eat it? So I just don't think people quite understand how the warranty process works. So your warranty is certainly not voided. It's just, it's really just that claims against warranty claims may be a bit challenged at this point once I've tuned my car. And I accept that risk when I tune my car. And if I blow my motor up, well, I blow my motor up. That's really it. So, you know, again, you can read some unbelievable threads on forums about this, but I think there's no real magic to it. If you've modified your car, you have to accept that you may have issues with warranty coverage on certain things, like in this case, the powertrain. Final comment I wanted to make was kind of a relative speed discussion. So this car tuned, so the Golf Sportwagen S 4Motion with a 1.8 with the Unitronic Stage 1 Plus tune is basically now the same speed or just slightly faster than in a kind of a drag race to a GTI, a stock GTI, or something like a Focus ST. So both of those cars would be pretty equivalent, and then I actually sat down and did some power to weight ratios. So I took the stated horsepower, took the stated weights of these vehicles, and that's about what it will show, is that they're very similar to those two vehicles, maybe a WRX. So so if you want to know what you're doing, so when you tune this car, you're basically turning it into a GTI wagon. That's it. The end.